We can plan our next move once I return with information.
Okay, fair enough. And it's only after this that we're gonna be entering the final phase, I believe.
I'm worried about your arm. If it gets worse, it could complicate matters. But I can't stop you, can I? Here, take this. I can't remember who gave it to me, but I believe it might help with your feathering. Use it if you start to feel unwell. I'll head out first. If I find anything, let's meet at the Reverend Temple.
Oh, is it still showing me it's going live? It should be live now, because YouTube takes a bit of a while to okay itself, in a sense. And those are the 3 NPCs we want to talk here. The storyteller has already disappeared. And I don't really have a reason to talk to Gao Ching and Wu Gong, so we're gonna ignore them.
Santo é o teu nome, teu reino buscamos, tua vontade seja feita. Amen. Halt! Don't go any further. The town is overrun with demons. I have been sent by the Lord's divine will to proclaim his sacred word. Serving the Lord and saving the world is my sacred calling. Lord above, guide me. Amen.
Amen to you too. Yeah, it would have been fun if the game had an interaction when you emote to some of the NPCs. Unfortunately, they do not. And since we got a new axe, I'm gonna temporarily spec out of magic and the one-handed sword and try that new axe. It's the final 2 new weapons we got: the lashing whip and the axe. So we're gonna spec out of these 2 and go for both the axe and the longsword stuff. Just a quick reset. Really should be doing this off stream so that I don't bore you all with this stuff. Alright, Wu Chang Debs, if you're listening for some reason to just some random guy streaming over here, if you could make sets to very quickly change between skill point allocations, right? Or even armor allocations, that would be wonderful, because I do believe we are sorely lacking it with all the experimentation you allow us to do. Do I want to go for this, or do I want to go... No, let's go for... There's one axe skill that I didn't use too much, right? No, I use that one quite a bit. I guess the one that I don't use mostly is Earth Shatter. So we're gonna get Earth Shatter on you. Except most of the axe skills are like Rampage is only 2. Colossal Smash is 2. Okay, I guess we'll go with Whirlwind. I was considering using Earth Shatter there for a bit, but Earth Shatter is like 3 points, and Draconic Bombard, the skill on the axe, is already 3 points, so I don't want to keep them both at the same amount of time. And the max magic you can have is like 5 points anyway, so not very ideal right there. Also, before we spec into these stats, let me take a look at the weapons we got. Serpent Fang, what is your skill? Wield your blade forth. Uses feathering. Oh, okay. Wait, feathering? You are a feathering blade? Huh, okay. Oh yeah, it does have that weird looking corruption thing. Oh, did my audio just crackle out again? Slightly delayed, but not enough for concern, right? And Scorn Great Axe, Li Jiao's... What is it? Oh, it kind of looks like the first one. Li Jiao's Fang. Yeah, and you are based on strength and agility. And axe which is based on agility. Interesting. You are agility and feathering. A very... Looks like we're gonna have like an even spread of stats over here, right? Let's get all our sword skills in line. Luckily, I do believe the sword skill, the sword tree has some feathering nodes we can use. And I will inflict this one skill on here, which I don't think I've ever used. Which allows us to crush. You have almost like very limited reason to use it. Crush, I mean. Like that. Oh, I can only think of a couple of enemies that have shields. Wait, did I not have the central point unlock all this time? I thought I maxed out my longsword at some point. Oh my god. Okay, that's all these points here. Let's take care of all our magic stuff and put it into feathering. Yeah, again, I should have really just done this stuff off stream. But hey, now that we're here and all. Let's get some more strength here. One more, and then we'll find any agility we can and max it out. Probably rely on the dual blade tree because that has a bunch of agility nodes. A +5 right there. Lots of agility over this way. Let's go around and collect as much agility as possible. Now our agility and feathering is around the same. Well, I don't need as much agility because a lot of our stuff is going to be scaling off strength. So I'm going to reduce some of these points and put them back into strength somewhere. Honestly, I need to like really map out all the nodes in this game and find out if there's an equal amount of status nodes. Because there are times when I feel like you have more nodes of one type than the other. Well, at least it feels that way, right? It might be because stuff like strength is spread a bit all over the place, right? Like this tree has strength right here. And let me, once again, reset our audio. Because that's going to bother me quite a bit. Okay, let's set our discipline skills for both our weapons. Corrosive Flurry and Benedictions. Not sure where I want to go. Let's try a... Backstabs? Okay, sure. Let's try a set here, right? If I can find something with the same. A bonus effect one. There we go, that's for one. And for you, blocks and clash. After gaining Skyborn Might, the power of your weapon increases. If your next attack increases. Okay, you know what? Let's try it. I don't think I have enough shield stones for this, though. Yeah, definitely. In case of a lot of stuff, it definitely feels like you are kind of lacking in some options right now and then. I don't even have a counter move on this. Looks like I'm +1 for this. I don't think I can get the +2. Yeah. Okay, let's go for another type then. There's that one type with the disciplines that I don't think I use too much. No, break. Break might be the way to go because we are using an axe, right? Oh, I did not have a memory stone of this same type. Interesting. So there's definitely at least one benediction stone that I missed on my new game run. And that is probably the benediction stone which increases your damage dealt in poise break. Kind of a shame. Kind of a shame. What does this one do? A charge heavy attacks. Okay, sure, why not? Assuming I have those. Do I have a fist of swords? Alright then, finally, now that we're spec'd in, we can begin our adventure for tonight. It's gonna be a bit of a shorter stream today, so let's try to get as much progress as possible. And yeah, unlike before, we won't be attacking any civilians and they won't be attacking us, so I foresee the chapter being a lot easier than before too. Yeah, the civilians are our allies now, so a bit easier than the last run on NG. Because we can't attack them accidentally. Oh, I forgot you did that. Oh, you're using Corrupted Mass. Wow, okay. I too have the skill. This is very dangerous. Kind of lucky that we weren't at the edge of the cliff there. Let me also change our pendant stuff, right? I haven't adjusted these at all. Go for blunt damage since we have an axe. And a sword too. Or just increase our stamina recovery because the axe is going to be bleeding a lot of stamina. And we might as well have this to help us proceed along. Like, the axe is the only weapon in this game where I feel like you lose... if you are being offensive for even a short amount of time, you end up emptying your entire stamina bar. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess it was corrupted enough that you had to just use a system restore. Well, here's hoping that your PC turns out okay, Mikh'a, because, well, each and every one of us rely on our PC so much in our lives. I'd hate to be without it for even a short amount of time. Think of Liu Hang Liu. Think of Liu Bingjiang. Now, let me try the spells that I haven't tried on the feathering side, like these Huang Yan. And you actually have Alacrity, interestingly enough. Spiritual Flames. And there was another. Yeah, Fangling. Because we are spec'd into feathering this time for a change. Really? There's the audio crackle again. I'm hoping that fixes it. I'm also not entirely sure whether the audio crackling is happening from something else. Might just be because we're streaming on multiple platforms now, a lot more regularly. And yes, this fellow My weakness. The one enemy in this game I absolutely hate. He's a bit of a nuisance. It might be a lot easier now because of the change in stagger rates, but he is like, okay. And you still have quite a bit of HP by the looks of it, though. Ew, wow. Yeah, if you're not careful with that enemy, he can just mess you up like real good. The only reason we survived there was thanks to the Axe's health upgrades. So I completely forgot, but this actually heals you. I could have just been here and not used my potion. Why these are being activated right now, I am not entirely certain. Where does this plant lead to? Double team? Not quite sure what you mean. Ow, I'm down. Yeah, but now that we're in our final chapter, or rather in the second to last final chapter, a lot more of the enemies are taking multiple hits. No longer having that NG plus protection or NG plus overpoweredness that we've been enjoying for quite a while. Oh, I guess the YouTube stream is a bit behind because I'm assuming you're seeing me working with the other guy. Now we'll be working with a lot of civilians, like right now. And honestly, it's a bit of a nice change because this chapter can be very dangerous otherwise. If you accidentally hit one of the NPCs, they'll change their target to you immediately, even though they were fighting like a demon moments ago. I'm hearing the hint bird somewhere. Where are you? Is it over here? You aren't. Ow. You stole my pot. Not letting you drink it. Because yeah, if I remember, last time I came through here, the setup was that the demon wasn't here before, I think. The setup was that this main guard and a bunch of civilians with rifles were around. So if you were going down this road, they'd shoot you and hit the barrel and kind of one-shot you. And if we go above there, we'll face our demon of obsession, which we are not going to do right now. I'm going to activate the shrine over here so that we have a shorter run. The demon is actually a bit of a tough boss. Because unlike the other bosses or enemies in this game, she does not suffer from like poise damage or whatever. She has an independent stagger meter that we cannot see, oddly enough. Let's reset here to get back all our pots. Probably gonna need that for the upcoming fight. Okay, so maybe my intention wasn't to actually do a boss fight on stream, like keep it like short and everything, but we might actually have a bit of a boss fight on our hands because the demon of obsession is a bit of a challenging fight, and it's challenging to actually no hit because he is very, very aggressive. So I might just be spending like the rest of the 30 minutes on stream just learning Her moveset. Oh, Nightmare Demon, not Demon of Position. Now, luckily, she uses much of the same moveset that we do, so you sort of have an idea of... Oh, and she's already damaged me. Oh, wow. You just avoid that? Oh, okay. See, if you're using the axe, she's not a difficult opponent to face because you can poise through a lot of her stuff, especially if you're using leech. The problem is that you don't really have a good opportunity to attack her because there's no guarantee that she'll actually be vulnerable other than using sword counter. I might just resort to using sword counter here. Even though we got another skill on the sword just a few seconds ago. Like if it's not so, if you're doing this hitless, I'm gonna have to rely on the sword counter or dual blades for the clash. But now let's start off with sword counter and see how we fare. I don't believe she's weak against any specific element. So what we use here doesn't matter. Fire might be the way to go though, right? Not frost. We're not inflicting a lot of frost. There is a fire setup that we can do for quite a lot of damage. Even without a fire... Why am I running over here? I can just do this with the Jade Chisel. Yeah, let's look at the fire combo here, if you can find the fire stuff. Blood Force, Vitality, Corruption, Burning Might. There we go. Gain increased damage for time and Skyborn Might. Lethal Might, Blight, Backstab, Lightning, Combustion. Increase your weapon's burn buildup. Combo Ignition. Should be another one as well. Okay, yeah, there we go. So what I'm going to do is quickly run down, change my needle to fire, because you can't do that unless you're at a shrine, insofar as I'm aware. Considering that we have the Jade Chisel to alter benedictions, I kind of wish they had made it so that the other chisels would allow you to temper your needle and everything. If they do, I am very much not aware of the fact that they do so. Strength, yes, because we are kind of using it. Feathering? Feathering might be a good way to go too. But she's already feathered, right? Is she weak against feathering? I do not know. This sword is doing a lot more damage than the axe. Well, okay. Accidentally drinking the pot again. Now she kind of got stunned there a lot easier than I was expecting. I got too greedy. Oh, that interrupts her as well? Not an overly difficult fight if you're healing, but now she'll change to the axe. This is her main gimmick, right? Ooh, Earth Shatter against me, okay. The dew blades are easier to counter. I'm not even sure the axe can be countered. It should be, right? Because it's a weapon. She's using the Draconic Bombard against me. And that's a rampage. Wow, okay. Let's use my entire moveset against me. I can only use one, and she can use the entire thing. How about a taste of your own medicine? And you can't counter Earth Shatter, so you need to just dodge that. And for her final phase, she goes into the longsword. And I do believe she counters you as well. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. I might need to call it quits for this fight. Be right back. And back. Let's unlock the door, letting my younger sibling in. King, or rather Mufasa, I guess. I wouldn't be too worried about your Steam account because your Steam account is, well, it's online, right? So as long as you log in, you'll still have your purchases. As long as you can log in and you remember the email that you use for that. Knowing you, you might actually have an email you forgot about. Okay, where did I come up from? The second floor, right? Sword counter proving like really, really invaluable in this fight since we're trying to do it no hit. But it does, and surprisingly, your counter move is doing like great against her. I might even alter. Wait, this is the way to go, right? I might even alter my benediction here so that we are in the reposit or the counter benedictions thing, right? Increases the potency of blocks and clashes. Blocks and clashes, that doesn't really say anything about deflect, right? But there is something that helps with life leech. And I believe the final one is the one that actually increases your riposte. You can find it. Unfortunately, I have to use the level 1 stuff for this, because I don't have the level 2 for all of these. After gaining Skyborn Light, the power of your next attack is increased. Yeah, even though we got the axe, I might just need to switch to banded blades to be played safe when we're switching weapons. Or just dual blades itself. The Demon of Obsession is a bit of a tricky fight. Right now I'm just relying on the sword counter and just the feathering attack to sort of keep her in check. And I do believe I can get in one more hit there with the stagger. Oh, I got hit. And Whirlwind is doing great work here. It's working like really well. Oh, she shifted to axe already? Okay. Oh, I got hit by that one. Earth Shatter. Need to learn the animation for that. Oh, come on. Oh, you can counter that too? Interesting. Very interesting. The blink kick. Yeah, there's a part of me that's like genuinely just tickled fancy because she's using our own moves against her. Well, technically she is us, but she used sword counter. His sword counter right back at you. And then she does blink kick there. Ow! Weapon against weapon. Okay, yeah. It's such a fun fight, right? But trying to do this no-hit might be quite challenging for me. Or maybe not, because we've already found like a really good pattern at the beginning with sword counter. And sword counter and feathering strike like seems to be doing a lot of crazy damage to her. Not damage, just keeping her down. Making sure that you get like more consistent hits. I swear I felt like this fight was a bit more difficult than this, right? Because I remember her alt form being like very strong against being staggered. Or am I mistaken this with the Demon of Obsession fight? I was already calling her Demon of Obsession before. I might just be right. I have a lot of feathering spells, but I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna be useful. Like ideally we should be using magic against a foe like this, right? And not feathering, I mean. Now let's keep the setup as is for now. And I'm gonna try one more for tonight. Unfortunately, like I said, this is gonna be a bit of a short stream. Even though I kind of want to just learn the Nightmare Demon right here. I missed. And she didn't. Oh. I might be just hitting the stagger threshold. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I might just be hitting the stagger threshold there by using the feathering blade. So if I don't use it, the vulnerability counter is not doing enough damage to actually knock her back. Do I want to change my benedictions here? Right. Just use the stronger variation of the blocking clash, because it doesn't. We don't really need the power up from gaining a Skyborn Might. So it might just be better to use the stronger variant of this. And I don't really want leech as much as just damage. This might be good to go, right? Burn buildup. I'm not using it on anything else. Yep. Let's go with this. Instead of trying to get the set bonus, we're just going to go with standard benediction stones that just are stronger in potency. I'm also gonna change this to the attack up buff, if I can find it. That mask. Oh, here we go. It is on square. Okay. Stop using the potion model, please. Come and go is the way of all things. Oh, got hit right from the bat. Gotta be careful, I guess. Ooh, the sword counter animation, and it almost completely fills up my. She gains the defense buff up during that too, because you have the golden buff up near her HP. Oh my god! The fact that she can use the draconic bombard at any time is just funny to me. Shatter. This is Whirlwind. Might have just been off by the timing. The axe is a bit more tricky to deal with, unlike Doom. Oh. And she's very scripted to use the Draconic Bombard while you're healing. Well, you know what? I can do that too. Have some of your own medicine. It's gonna be an axe against axe fight right here. And here's that same move you hit me earlier. I'm moving around her there. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm missing the final hit. Nope, you're not hitting me with our shadow this time. Yeah, I am enjoying the heck out of this fight. Last time, on our first run, I just relied on the Axe's Rampage and the Blade Master buff on the dual blades to keep myself constantly healed. So I was just on her like stat, right? Not even giving her room to breathe. This time, however, we're trying to do it no hit. But yeah, that's unfortunately all the time I have for today. Next time we stream, I might shift to dual blades just because we can use Clash against a lot of the hits that we do. I love mirror match fights, right? Whether it's you against your rival or against your dark side things, like in a lot of other games, like your darker self. And this fight is just hitting all the right spots for me. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it for tonight. Hope you guys had some fun joining me on this very short stream for today. Catch you later, and I hope your PC is okay, Mikh'a. Here's Wichang and Ming signing out. Take care, everyone.